Hello everyone, it's me, Clayton. I just got back from watching The Addams Family. They're creepy, they're kooky, mysterious, and spooky, but it's only an okay movie. So, when it comes to The Addams Family, they're obviously a very iconic group of characters from an iconic series. Having a TV adaptation in the 1960s, Addams Family values in the 1990s, and generally being seen as icons of Halloween and all things dark, deathly, and macabre. And this film is kind of a weird mix, considering there are moments of brilliance that happen to pay homage to the Addams Family's history and their various characters, but it also is in a cliche plot that you've seen in hundreds of animated films before that drags down a lot of the proceedings. But let's get to the story, shall we? The story is that our favorite Addams Family members, Gomez, Morticia, Wednesday, Pugsley, Uncle Fester, you know them, are getting ready for the extended Addams Family to show up in Assimilation, New Jersey, in order to see Pugsley become a man. And unfortunately, it's happening at the same time as a reality TV show hostess decides to make everyone in this town buy one of her houses, and she sees the Addams Family as a threat to that goal. So she seeks to have the entire town put against the Addams Family, just like they were discriminated against in the past. And that's basically the story. There are tons of subplots, mostly involving Pugsley and Wednesday, but that's basically the main story. And unfortunately, that story is one of the biggest problems of the film, because there aren't a lot of twists with how the film takes that story. It goes basically the most predictable route that you can think of, and the hostess, who's also the villain of the film, is not very interesting. You've seen this woman before, practically a plastic mannequin who doesn't really have much to her in personality other than being evil for the sake of being an obstacle for our main characters. Thankfully, the performances of the Addams Family themselves do generate a lot of laughs and a lot of charm. Oscar Isaac and Charlize Theron are perfect as Gomez and Morticia. They're always very lovey-dovey, and they have a lot of great lines. Chloe Grace Moretz and Finn Wolfhard are great choices for Wednesday and Pugsley. They often get a laugh out of me too. And Nick Kroll, despite the fact that I thought it was a weird choice at first, really adapts well into Uncle Fester. And the other characters are voiced well as well. Though I did find it odd that Snoop Dogg plays Cousin It, especially considering his voice as It, of course, is unintelligible. I just thought that seems like a wasted casting choice to have that. The animation does remind me a lot of Hotel Transylvania when it comes to its horror-based designs and its more simplified character models. However, it's a lot less over-the-top and cartoony. That does work for Addams Family, but the over-the-top comedic stylings of Genndy Tartakovsky made those movies a lot more engaging for child audiences. While it's a lot more subdued here, and it does work for the Addams Family, who aren't exactly known for bouncing off the walls, it can make the film feel longer than it really is. Even though the film is at a reasonable length, it's less than 2 hours, it did feel like it was going on for a bit longer than necessary. Mainly because there's a lot of cliches in the film, from the popular schoolgirls to the outcasts getting into a new town to the message of always being yourself. That gets hammered in quite a lot. The film tends to drag immensely, and I was almost thinking of checking my phone and thinking, oh my god, how long is this movie going to go? I mean, I don't remember Addams Family Values being this long. Still, it does have its charm. It does have the excellent theme song, and you can tell the people who are working on the film really do respect these characters and the legacy they have. So it's definitely not a bad film. I just think it could have been a lot more creative, a lot darker, and a lot better written. While it does have excellent humor and great performances, the story, and especially the villain, could have had a lot of work done. That's why I'm going to give The Addams Family a 6.5 out of 10. See you next time.